Hello. Um, I'm Ashley. Um, and I kind of wanted to talk today about the why. I had a beautiful conversation with someone a long time ago about my why. And I think at that time I was kind of struggling with what that actually was and what that meant to me. And I think, nowadays it's important to know your why before you do rather than figure it out along the way. Sometimes it could become, I don't know, maybe it's different for everybody. It depends on what you're doing, it depends on all of that. And sometimes, your why can transcend what you're doing and everything. But just starting off to talk about my purpose for this channel and everything that I have to offer. Um, my biggest thing was, I started making videos when I was a kid, and when I was younger, a lot of it in college and after college. But my biggest thing was that when I was a young child, my mom used to show me. Um, uh, she would say, "Look at what Poppy used to shoot on his camera," and she would show me just different things that her grandfather uh, like he did family uh, videos of all the kids and everything like that. And I looked back at those and I just remember um, just feeling so happy and wishing that I was in them. And he never took any videos of me because by the time that he died, when I was like, a baby, so I never got any videos of my own where I just wanted to remember. And I think the biggest thing is it's important for us to remember. Um, so as of right now, me and my husband, we're doing this whole journey in New York City, and it was an unexpected surprise of what everything that we have going on right now. So I think that it's so important to remember all of what we're doing, to remember it, because sometimes when you look back, you can see it in a like one way. Maybe it could be skewed, maybe it could be a certain type of way in your head. But I want to remember all the good things and all the memories that we make. So I think that was my first point, of creating memories and inviting people to have those memories. I have a very small family, so from the family that see me that I'm not like, you know, close to, I think it's important for them to see this side and to create a family online. So yeah, that's kind of why I do what I do in the realm of making videos. Why do I do what I do in my job? Um, I think it's displayed online, like, living rent free in NYC. Yes, that is amazing. That's beautiful. But the actual job that when people work inside of a university, it has nothing to do with, what you get out of it. Why do I work here? Why do I want to be here? I want to be here because it helps students. I want to be here because students, be working at a university motivates anybody. So when you're around students, you can be motivated to be your better self. You see that these students have dreams and they have plans and they have all these ideas of the person that they want to be in the world. But um, you see that glimpse of fairy tale and not fairy tale. I don't want to say that, but dream. You see that innocent dream of someone who's never quite worked in the real world full time, that kind of thing. And I think that is a beautiful place to be around, people to be around. They are the ones that dream the most, who haven't yet been touched by reality yet. So they understand, they believe in themselves the most. And they believe in what they're doing the most. And I think that being around that type of energy just creates better people. It makes a more positive atmosphere, and it helps people to grow. So I'm super excited to be doing the work in which I do. I'm super happy to be here, and I'm super excited for Mark and I to explore the New York City area, as we are now deciding to start a bucket list in New York City. So that is something that I'm extremely excited about. Learning about different places around the city, um, taking some things off of our list of things to do before we're no longer in New York. And I don't ever want to think about that specifically. It's not that I want to think about my, me not being in New York. It's just um, creating memories for us in while we're still here. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about my why. That was my biggest thing. Is just talking about, why am I doing this? What's the point? You know, and I want to look back at these videos to remember, like, why am I doing this? I'm doing travel vlogs, of course, because I was a person, I didn't even like, I got on the first plane outside of like when I was 4, my senior year of college, or right after graduation. No, I'm sorry. In my junior year of college. So now I'm just traveling and traveling and traveling and traveling. Like, what is happening? So I want to remember every single trip that we go on. Now we don't always video every single trip that we've gone on. Um, you know, like especially last summer, like we just went places. Like, remember when we went to Maryland, and like we didn't talk about that trip. We went to Delaware, we went to Maryland. We didn't really vlog that, or at least I can't remember us doing it. But we've gone different places so much that I'm like, oh my God, we gotta get this. Like, it's so many things that are so beautiful. Like, I want to create all of these books of the places that we've been, or take photos and do these things where I think that it's so amazing, because this just wasn't even a thought. This wasn't even a thought. And students have given me the opportunity to travel, so I'm super thankful, super grateful for that. And then it kind of motivated us to travel, to go different places. So I just want to remember. That's my biggest thing. Creating videos to remember this stage in my life, to remember how happy I was in New York, to remember the purpose of all that I was doing, to remember that Ashley created a project and she stuck to it this time. We created a project together and we stuck to it every Saturday at 12, and I think that that's a beautiful thing of showing something that, you actually got to believe in something to do it on a consistent basis like that. And I think that it's just all about us believing in our journey, and talking about every single experience, not getting too deep, not getting too personal, but still being able to show the beauty in every city that we go to, being going to every country, because there will be countries this year, and just showing all the good things. Because I can't wait till we get to the point of our marriage to be like, remember when we was in New York doing this? Remember when we went on all those daggone trips? Remember when we was getting out of debt? Oh, we got to talk about getting out of debt. That's a whole nother separate video, because I kind of want to. I want to talk about that without getting too personal, and talking about our debt journey, because that is a whole nother purpose. It is a separate purpose of being in New York, is getting out of debt. So I know we've been on trips and we doing all these things. So it's a we getting out of debt, but then we also traveling. But then most of our travel is free, so it's really not paying until you get there, and then you gotta pay for other things like food. But the point is that we're gonna get into that at another time. So yeah, but again, I hope that you stay on this journey with us. And hopefully we can do some more videos uh, in this nice place right now. If you don't know, I'm actually in my office, and I love the space that I have curated here. So this is, this is my office. Yes, I have a grill on my thing, but I think it just celebrates culture. Celebrates nails, grills, hair, brown skin, So yeah, I have created an environment in here, and maybe I'll do a tour of my office when it gets together, because there's some boxes over there that we gotta just, but anyway, I think that's all that I have to say. Mark's in the back, like, yeah. Okay.